Hello again, and welcome back to The Nexus. At the time of filming, Pastor Joe is still in Thailand, and we have an update from him later in the episode, so don't miss it. He has a crazy flight home. He has to go from the middle of Thailand somewhere to Bangkok, and then an 8-hour layover. Next, he goes from Bangkok to Doha, Qatar. 6-hour flight, 4-hour layover. Next is Doha to Atlanta, Georgia, a grueling 15-hour flight, topped off with a 3-hour layover before coming home to Daytona. And that's a total of 28 consecutive hours of travel. Joe always comes back and tells all sorts of cool stories about what goes down on his mission trips, but this is the side that no one hears about, so pray for our boy Big J. Back in Ormond though, we pitted the staff against each other in a battle of wits and mental fortitude. Check it out.
Welcome to the first ever Nexus Staff Connect Tournament. This is Lee versus Martha. Martha opens up from the third row and Lee mirrors it. He now thinks of where to go, puts it right in the middle, gets the vertical advantage. After a game that goes all over the place, Lee ponders where to go, and his attempt to win is blocked by Martha. Now you can see Martha has a way to win right here, and Lee thinks about blocking it, but instead goes for the attack and leaves not one but two different ways for Martha to win, and she finds one of them and puts away Lee. Martha moves on. Next game is Teresa versus Christina. Well, let's get this game underway. Oh, well, we have to close the bottom of the board first. Here's an instant replay. And you would think that would be the end of the problems as the match gets started, and Teresa drops one more, and the whole thing drops out, and we have to start over again. All the pieces come tumbling down like a herd of corgis down a staircase. Anyways, at the end of the game, Christina, with a sneak attack win, eliminates Teresa from the tournament. Next game is Shelby from Kids Ministry versus Tara from Facilities, and I expect this to be a brawl. Now, Shelby starts out with the very prime middle spot. Tara strangely tries to defend from all the way on the other side of the court, and as this game continues, the board starts to fill up slowly, and you start to wonder, is there even going to be a winner in this match? Well, spoiler alert, there wasn't. It was a draw, so we had to run it back. And as this game goes along, we see Tara now has 3 in a row, but Shelby does not see the block, and Tara takes the win in this round. But as you can see, no hard feelings, all sportsmanship. As we move on to the strangely flexible Chad Holmes versus the baddest man in the world, Jerry Wales. Now, Jerry did admit to me before this tournament that he's never played this game before in his life. And as you can see, both of these competitors are going for the world record on fastest game of Connect 4. Chad has 3 in a row here, but in a sportsmanlike move, he shows him where to go, but then laughs at him. And as pieces are seemingly randomly dropped into the board, Chad has 3 in a row vertically, but Jerry doesn't see it, and Chad will mercifully end this game and do something I have never seen a man of his size, stature, or age do. Next, we have Jeannie versus the West Virginia Wombat, Brian. The game begins and Jeannie starts from the third row. That seems to be a common theme. Jeannie gets the vertical advantage, but Brian quickly smothers any attempt. The game starts to slow down, starts to get a bit more tactical. Now Green has a chance to win here, but Brian doesn't see it and starts to win himself, but then Jeannie doesn't see her chance to win. It blocks Brian, and after a series of strange events, Brian almost seemingly accidentally wins this game. So now we move on to Kyle versus the very intimidating Doug Diamond. Now pay attention to this body language. That's going to come into play here in a second. A very fast-paced opening to the game. You can see Doug is sort of moving his body towards the middle of the field of play. Kyle doesn't even see the opportunity to block the easy play. Doug points it out to him, tells him he is done, and he is right. So after today's games, this is the new bracket. Join us next week for the Nexus Staff Connect Tournament.
Hey guys, Pastor Joe. Thanks for giving me a minute. I am in Mae Sot, Thailand. I've spent 2 weeks here working 2 different leadership conferences, one all the way up in the north in the Golden Triangle. And here we're west of Bangkok, I don't know, a few hours, but we're right on the Burmese border. And there's over 230 or 40 people jammed into this little church building, all leaders from 8 or 10 different Burmese tribes. It has absolutely been an incredible time, an investment in new partners. We're going to plant 2 new churches. We're helping with a water filtration system. We'll be doing a lot of things, but the harvest is plentiful and ripe here in Thailand and in Burma, and really throughout Southeast Asia. There's a lot of pain with the civil war going on. We've met with a lot of refugees. We've been in refugee camps. I've seen some things I really wish I hadn't have seen, but at the same time, with much opportunity comes much responsibility. And so it's been an incredible finish to the year. You've seen the highlighted numbers, the worship attendance, the baptisms, the shoe boxes, our outreach numbers. You've seen all of that, or I hope you have. That's all in the past now. That's neither here nor there. Now we move forward. It's 2024, and it's almost time for Night to Shine. We're excited about one of the largest outreach events that we do every year, and I'm excited to get home and be a part of that. And then, of course, it's almost Easter time. There'll be a lot of things happening. I'm just honored to be able to serve at Tomoka Christian Church. God bless you. And this is what I've learned here. No matter what the situation is, this is how you respond. So I'll see you somewhere, somehow, this weekend.
Well, that's it. I got nothing else. I'll see you next month. Like and subscribe. Peace.